Well, aside from the beautiful music and the storyline, you shot the film, right? You're the cinematographer, and it's just excellent. Do you think a lot of people realize that you're the cinematographer behind it? It seems like that part doesn't get mentioned as much.
Thank you. I mean, that means a lot. And I set out, actually, I had two DPs that I really wanted to work with. Jason Varner, who I'd worked with before, and Aaron Moorhead. Both of them were just schedule conflicts. They couldn't do it. Jason had just had a baby. He couldn't come out for about a month to shoot. And I hit up actually a few filmmakers out of LA that I really enjoy their work, but we didn't have that much money to really afford to fly them out and have them shoot for a month. So I just said, you know, I'm gonna give it a shot, because I was on the set watching those two masters, Aaron and Jason, do their thing, and I felt I could at least make it look decent, you know, and because of the money, I just didn't feel there'd be someone in a new relationship type of situation where I could say, hey, I don't know you at all, would you come out and shoot for a month on, you know, a very low budget with no money and, you know, a crew of 3 people. Most DPs, I would say, especially if they don't know me, if they're not my friend, they would be a little wary about that, you know, because that's a situation usually friends would do, like, yeah, man, I'll do it with you, but that's why I kind of had to shoot it on my own. That was the choice. So, but
right,
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with half the shots.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, I know everyone could have, the DPs I know could have done better, but at least I'm happy with, you know, most people don't know when they're watching it that, like, oh, everything was great except it looked terrible. Like, thank God that doesn't happen, you know, for that.
Do you think that the parts where you might cringe, other people would have no inkling that there was anything wrong? Because so many artists are so critical that other people wouldn't even notice something that the artists themselves would think is a glaring error.
Right. I think it's half and half. I'm sure, you know, a technical DP watching it would cringe with me, but I think the general moviegoers, people who just go just to sit back and take in the film, I don't think they would notice too much. They probably just think, oh, it's supposed to look like that. You know.
Well, now, are you slated to do 2 new projects? I thought from looking at your IMDb, I saw that.
I am. I'm developing. There's 2 on IMDb that were kind of almost ready to go, and then of course with financing they kind of always fall apart, and even, you know, at the Hollywood level or the independent DIY level, there's always like a project that's just about to get going and then something falls apart. So those are still on the back burner. I'm actively like working on the scripts, trying to attach different talent here and there, so it's something that I'm excited about. But right now, as of today, I'm really working towards doing another film that's not even listed, and I don't want to really talk about it, because, you know, it probably, if it falls apart, then there's another thing that's public that fell apart. So this one I'm trying to shoot by the summer, and it's something that if it's done right, it'll be something where I really want to take it to, you know, Sherman song got me so much exposure, but I definitely want, you know, always trying to do better and bigger for the next thing.
And do you plan to actually shoot any of the 3 that you mentioned, or will it be another happy accident where if someone falls out or funding isn't there?
Right, I think I would shoot it only if I had to. I was on a high with you know, knowing Soderbergh shoots his own films and, you know, directs it, and I was like, yeah, you know, here's my inspiration. I can do it. And then the funniest stories were on the set with Christina Rose particularly. There was a day where she had this great take, and I screwed up the shot, you know, the actual shot, so I said cut, and the first thing after I said cut was fuck, and she's like, oh my god, you know, like she thought it was her. I was like, no, sorry, like separating myself from DP and director was a little hard to be able to, you know, like I should have said cut, gave her some feedback, and then maybe kept my own cameraman feedback to myself. The other thing, I think I said, if I were to DP, I would have a camera operator. I think that was the main thing. I camera operated and directed, and it's just a little overwhelming. So I think next time, if I, worst case, had to DP myself, I would at least hire a camera operator.